So I'm Josh Williams here with Brian Jackson. He's the intern sports reporter, and we're going to talk about basketball, do a little sports recap, Brian.
That's right, that's right.
We just got done shooting the Livingston Online segment, which was a good job with WYSL. You can hear that Saturday mornings on 10:40 a.m. And let's talk about this Section 5 basketball playoffs.
Let's. You know, it's been an exciting playoffs, I think, so far. We can both agree on that. And I know I've covered some incredibly exciting games. The Wheatland-Chili and Geneseo game comes to mind, and that was fantastic. And I know you saw Wheatland-Chili in York last week, so what did you think of that game?
I thought it was great. What's impressed me the most is, even in these smaller schools, is that there's a lot of speed in the guards. I'm not used to seeing that many quick people. Wheatland-Chili, I wasn't there at the Geneseo game, but maybe you can tell me a little bit about how fast the front court was in that.
Yeah, I mean, their guards, and I think Geneseo has quick guards too, but Wheatland-Chili's guards won them that game. It was one of their big men, Andre Gully for Wheatland-Chili, was sick during the Geneseo game. He was running back into the locker room in between timeouts, and so they were without the big man 100%, and their guards really dominated that game. And I mean, Geneseo has good guards, but they were just not enough against Wheatland-Chili.
And you know, it's interesting. York really did in their regular season games. York owned Geneseo. They beat them 3 times, I believe, 2 times or 2 or 3 times. But they swept the season series. And then, you know, when York played Wheatland-Chili, York was insane. They were out of their minds. Their play was the best quarter. That second quarter that York had was the best quarter of play that I've seen in Section 5 basketball to this point.
Right, and I mean, they locked down on defense big time. I mean, they gave up 11 points in the first half, I think, York did against Wheatland-Chili. So, and for me, having seen Wheatland-Chili play against Geneseo, who's also a solid defensive team, or seeing York hold Wheatland-Chili to 11 points, I thought was very impressive.
So now Friday, York's going to be playing for their first sectional title since 1939. They're going to be playing the Honeoye Bulldogs. Honeoye is no joke. They seem to, from the stats that I've seen, they have a big man, Ben Kratzley. He's 6'1". He's a junior, 165 pounds, and he was a monster in their semifinal game against the Dundee Scotsmen. But I'm looking at Luke Loxton. He's tremendous. He had the vicious dunk against Wheatland-Chili, electrified the crowd. It's going to be an interesting matchup, but I really think York's got a great position. They're in a great position for this title.
You know, we talked about it earlier. With Loxton and also York's team in general, they're all very long. They're all real gangly, wiry guys. You know, none of them are the 6'5", you know, 260-pound dominating like huge forces like that. But they're all kind of that 6'1", 6'2", 210 pounds, really long arms, quick. So I think that could give Honeoye trouble. I haven't seen Honeoye this year, but I could say that would give a lot of teams in this area trouble. That length, especially at the guard positions.
I think the fact that York handled Wheatland-Chili so well is such a confidence boost. And Dallas Comstock from York, he's the senior, and he really is the leader of that team. Mm-hmm. He does add, even though York has some outstanding younger athletes, he brings this senior leadership and maturity and patience for a team that, you know, hasn't been in sectionals and had this exposure. This senior leadership by Dallas, he's a fine young man. He's always well-spoken and never in any trouble or anything. He's a really good guy, and I see that senior leadership keeping him calm, settling him down, and really kicking well. So I'm looking at, what's your prediction on this game here?
Well, seeing that I haven't seen Honeoye and I have seen York, and I know the way that York can play, I would think that they'd have to be the favorites. I mean, they're the #1 seed. They're 17 or 18-3 right now at this point. So I think I can't see them dropping this game, but that's why you play the game, they say.
All right. So I'm going to go with York as well. I'm going to say 72-64. 72-64. York Gold Knights capture the first sectional title.
We'll see what happens.
Now, also, when I was at that game, the York crowd, I've never seen the Caledonia Mumford Gym packed like that. It was jam packed. So I posted a picture on Facebook. You can see it, find our page at Genesee Sun /Facebook, and those people that tag their names, we're going to draw a little prize here, 25 gift certificate to Walmart, one of those little gift cards. So this will be evidence that this is a legitimate operation. So Brian's going to draw the winner here.
All right.
All right.
Diane Skeffington
is
our winner.
All right. And
congratulations, Diane.
As we're on the cusp of March Madness and the combines, we had our own little GeneseeSun.com combine where I took you on, but I have to challenge the results here, Brian. A little shady clockwork.
It was.
My best run was actually not recorded because the intern did not hit the pause button. But what was your time again?
Mine was 5.69 in the 40, which I thought was pretty impressive considering I'm out of shape and out of athletic competition for 4 years now.
Well, we do have video of it, and you're going to see this right now. The video of Brian there and his 5.69, and I went a 5.86, I believe. It was a valiant effort, but it was my second effort. It did not go quite as anticipated, but I was happy to break 6 seconds, to be honest.
I think we both were. I think we both were.
Yeah, I mean, the notable is that we did defeat Rich Eisen, goes down.
So Rich, if you're watching this,
right, I'm sure you are.
We'll challenge you at any time to a 40-yard dash.
Yeah, so bring it on, and we'll be back to you. We'll do a little recap here over the weekend. We'll see what happens with this game, but I'm really excited for York. The community's really coming behind them. It's going to be an interesting game.
It'll be an awesome game and an awesome rest of the sectionals. These finals coming up this weekend should be fun.
All right. Well, the first annual combine, GeneseeSun.com combine, goes to the intern. So next year you're probably going to not be an intern here, and you'll be the sports editor. But you know,
simply because of my 40-yard dash time.
I'm a speed machine. Yeah, I can't deny the speed.
That's good.
All right. Well, we'll follow up with you after the game, folks, and have a good weekend.